Hey guys, welcome to another Maya Makes Crafts art tutorial. Today we're going to be drawing a ghost cupcake surprise for Halloween. So it will look like a regular ghost cupcake, and you open it up and you have lots of other surprises inside. Hope you enjoy. First we're going to want to take our paper and we're going to want to fold it in half. Once we've done that, we're going to take this side, the first layer, and we're going to fold it back on itself in half again. Then we're going to flip it over and fold the remaining side back on itself. Now we have our folding paper. Let's take our paper and flip it around so the folding side is going upwards. Let's take our marker and start by drawing the cupcake base. We want to keep the cupcake base underneath the fold so it doesn't transfer onto the top bit. So we're going to do a wiggly line, sort of like a snake, just like that. Now, let's draw a straight line down from here to there, or maybe we could do that a bit diagonal so it looks more like a cupcake base. So I'm going to draw from here down to there, and I'm going to mirror that and do the same this side, from here to here. Now I want to join these up. I'm going to do it slightly rounded so it's not a straight line. And that's our cupcake base. I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to place it directly underneath the top fold so our marker doesn't transfer underneath. Now to complete the top of the cupcake, I'm going to bring these lines down so it's overlapping over the fold, and I'm going to bring it around like a big C down to the other side. And that's it, we have our first part of the cupcake done. So this bit is going to look like a ghost. So I'm going to draw two big round circles, making sure that you don't go over the fold. And I'm going to do the same with this side. Now see, mine aren't the same size, but I think it looks better like that. I'm going to add a smaller circle inside the middle for the highlight, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. And now I'm going to black out this bit, and then I'm going to black out this bit. There we have our ghost cupcake. Now we can remove the scrap paper from underneath. You see how it stopped it from transferring onto the other side. There. Let's open up our paper and give it a bit of a flatten. Now on the bottom, I want it to look like a spider. So I'm going to continue the wiggly lines all the way around to match up with the bottom. And then I'm going to add two big eyes here and here, making sure not to go over the last crease. I'm going to do one big circle here and another big circle there. And then I'm going to add the highlights. One there and one there. Then I'm going to black out this bit and this bit. Now that's done, let's give our spider some fangs. So still staying above the line, I'm going to draw a very small smile, and in between that, one triangle and two triangles, so it looks like it's got fangs. Now what's the spider missing? The spider's missing his legs. So we're going to draw 4 legs coming out of the spider this way. So I'm going to start by doing a rounded line like that. I'm going to curve it off at the end and bring it back. And I'm going to repeat that until we have 4 legs. But still making sure not to go over the line. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to start by working underneath the ghost's head. So I'm going to finish off the ghost body coming under the line. and doing a wiggly body, and then joining it up at the end. And that's our ghost done. Now underneath I want to draw Frankenstein's head. So just coming out underneath the line, under the ghost, I'm going to draw one straight line going out. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Then I'm going to bring it down to about here, and the same that side. And then I'm going to join them up at the bottom. This is going to be for Frankenstein's head. So I want to draw a straight line to about the middle of the ghost, just coming down slightly from the top of the head. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to draw a diagonal line going that way, and then I'm going to finish it off with another straight line going from there to there. That's for Frankenstein's hair. Underneath, I'm going to do two big eyes. 1 and 2. And then we want to draw his mouth. His mouth looks like a paint splat. So we're going to do wiggly lines like that. And let's add the highlight into the eyes. And then we're going to black out this bit and this side. Now that we've done that, we need to add some teeth in Frankenstein's mouth. So I'm going to draw lots of rectangle, square shapes, even longer ones, right the way down to the other side, and then smaller ones at the bottom, like that. Now inside his mouth, I'm going to draw a curved line coming out of this tooth, and another curved line going the same way for that tooth. That's going to be for Frankenstein's tongue. Now I'm going to black out these bits, and then once we've done that, we can start with the eyebrows. Great, we've got our mouth done. Let's do the eyebrows. Frankenstein has really bushy eyebrows. So what we can do is we can draw lots of lines doing that to the middle. And then the same here. You can imagine they're going behind the hairline and then back out the other side, like that. Now we need to do his ears. So we're going to draw a backwards C here and a front facing C here. And inside I'm going to do a sideways T. And then Frankenstein has bolts coming out of his head, so we need to draw a rectangle coming out of the side of his head, and then another taller rectangle on the end. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. So like two bolts. Now he also has a scar on his face, so what we can do is we can draw a curved line going up, and then we can just put some big and little lines on that side, and then we can do a smaller one here. Right, that's that done. Now we can start on the pumpkin. Now the pumpkin is going to be sitting between the spider and Frankenstein. So what we can do is we can start just underneath the end of the eye down here. We can go and do a rounded line into the spider, and then we can do the same on the other side into the spider's leg. Now the pumpkin has triangles for eyes, so we can draw one triangle there and another triangle there, and then we can do the pumpkin's mouth. Draw a straight line going all the way across, one curve going into the spider but not above it, and then the same. So it looks like the pumpkin smiling. Now we can add the teeth. I'm going to draw a sideways line going out, down, across, up, across, down, across, up, and across. And we're not going to see much of the teeth behind the spider, so we'll do a little line there, and then a little step there. And then we'll repeat the same process that we did for Frankenstein's mouth. We'll put a curved line here, and another curved line here, and then we'll black out these bits in between. Now that we've done that, we can add the lines on the pumpkins. So we need to draw a curved line going down, another one going into the eye, below the eye, and then we'll repeat the same on the other side. So all the way down, one going into the eye, pretend it's going behind it, and then down, and then we can add a few more. Make sure they're a little bit curved so it makes the pumpkin look more 3D. Right, now we need to black out this eye and this eye. Great, now that we've done that, we can start colouring. This bit may go a bit too quick. If it's too quick for you, you can just pause it at the end so you can copy the same colour. Right, and now that we've finished doing our colouring, we can add the final touch to the base of our cupcake, which is the lines to make it look like a cupcake case. So we're going to start underneath the spider, and we're going to draw diagonal lines going down into the bottom on each side until we come to the middle. And we can do 2 more here. And that's it. Our folding cupcake surprise goes from looking like a cute little ghost cupcake to a Halloween pumpkin surprise. And there you have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this drawing tutorial. Please like, share and subscribe this video and check back for more videos. Thank you.